Welcome back, guys, to another video. Let's talk about Tesla. We have a lot of big news coming in, especially some crazy downgrades from a stock analyst of the overall company, which I really need to address. There's also news about, hey, maybe Tesla might be making a Gigafactory in England, because so far you do have some of the local authorities and the government officials over there actually pitching to Tesla to make a Gigafactory in their location. On top of that, we could be seeing the Gigafactory in Indonesia going through very, very soon. So let's talk about the stock thing, because right now there is an analyst saying that Tesla stock may plummet drastically after it enters the S&P 500. At this current moment, Tesla is trading at roughly $600 a share. Now, whether or not, if you're watching this video at the time of this recording or not, it's roughly around that region. I mean, Tesla is worth more than $500 billion at this current moment. It's one of the hottest stocks of 2020. And finally, the S&P 500 committee, after looking at Tesla the second time, decided to bring them in because it was actually a pretty decent company. Stock wasn't as volatile anymore. Gordon Johnson, which is the founder and CEO of GLJ Research, actually told Yahoo Finance Live, and this was on Monday, by the way, that Tesla's massive valuation would definitely come crashing down very soon. And there's several different factors. And he's pretty much saying that the stock, instead of being worth $600-ish, should be worth between $60 and $80, which means that Tesla will be dropping like 80-90% according to this analyst. And let me tell you guys what he's saying. So Johnson believes the reason why Tesla stock will be dropping so much is when they do get added to the S&P 500, a lot of the investors will sell off. And if you look at other stocks like the cannabis stock Tilray, saw a massive increase to $150 and then dropping back to $7. And he also said if you look at Sun Edison, which is a renewable energy company, went to 32 and then dropped 99% later on. And that is his argument pretty much. And he also saying that Tesla doesn't really sell that many cars. You know, the CEO is a little bit crazy, and there's also some production line issues here and there. Here's my thought of this. One of the biggest things that Gordon Johnson from GLJ Research doesn't address is the companies that he listed that dropped so much were pretty much plagued by a lot of financial decisions and also really, really bad timings in the market. On top of that, they were super in debt and their products never really sold off. If you look at, for example, the cannabis company Tilray, that is not a software tech company. A lot of software tech companies at this current moment is losing money, but investors keep giving them cash because they know in the near future they will become profitable. This is a cannabis company, Tilray. A lot of these companies, this whole industry never really took off that much, and therefore the stock went down. Same thing with Sun Edison. They never really did so well. It was completely hyped up. Their sales are pretty bad. The stock went all the way up to 32 and then dropped 99%. Super in debt. But if you look at Tesla, I feel like a lot of people are just valuing Tesla as a car manufacturer. Yes, if you just evaluate Tesla as a car manufacturer and selling 500,000 cars in 2020, that looks pretty bad, and the valuation will definitely be $60 to $80 per share. But because if you look at their autopilot, their software AI, and for example, their battery production rate, it's really crazy. On top of that, I've said multiple times with a semi-truck, logistics is a really profitable business, especially the trucking industry. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry here in the US. Even the tiny last-mile delivery vans is an $18 billion annual business here in the US. And guess who's the only person making the electric semi-trucks? It's Tesla. I mean, yeah, sure, you got other companies out there making the same semi-truck like, Daimler, maybe Nikola, but they don't have factories and they don't have enough battery cells to supply the truck, since the giant electric semi-trucks take like 6-7 times more than an average regular car. You also have Tesla making a massive battery factory in Berlin. In the future, we'll be producing a max output of 250 gigawatt hour of cells per year. And then we also have the Nevada Gigafactory, which is strictly battery based. And there's also rumors saying that the reason why Tesla made such a big battery station in Berlin is they may actually consider selling their battery cells to their competitors. So that's also pretty big. And There's a lot of things in this report that the CEO of GLJ Research just doesn't address. I mean, he's pretty much just saying the reason why Tesla will be dropping so much is because like Model 3 production, Model S, Model X production. But keep in mind that people evaluate Tesla as a tech company and a software company more than just like an everyday car manufacturer. That's why the valuation is so crazy. And I highly doubt that investors will be selling off massively because it got added to the S&P 500. A small pullback of perhaps $50 to $100, that's probably possible, especially Tesla did dilute their shares and the S&P 500 edition is coming soon. But to say that Tesla dropped from 600 to 60 is a little bit absurd. In my opinion, that's never going to happen because they're so well established at this current moment. Gigafactories across the globe, etc. And second, let's talk about Tesla receiving a pitch to build the next European Gigafactory, and this is going to be located in Northeast England. This is pretty weird, especially how at this current moment there are government officials pitching this idea of establishing a Gigafactory in Teesside, England. This is Northeast England area. I'm not really sure this is a good idea. Tesla has not really commented about this. But at this current moment, you have the Berlin Gigafactory getting a lot of delays, which the government officials in Northeast England actually said that if Musk builds a Gigafactory in their location, they will provide all the materials needed, they'll provide the land, they'll make sure everything's good, and also it will be really quick since they wouldn't be really crazy delays and also weird decisions like Berlin. Because just recently, Tesla was ordered to stop site preparation for the second time because of the tree clearing activities and I think sleeping, hibernating snakes. So it's kind of weird. And at this current moment, we could be seeing Tesla opening up the Northeast England Gigafactory. Most likely not. There's really not that much incentive. Some people are saying that any other European country is better than Great Britain at this current moment. But let's see what happens because this is a pretty big pitch to Musk and Tesla. And if they do move a Gigafactory over there, it will be well welcomed, create a lot of jobs, etc. Seems like everyone just wants a Gigafactory in their location. And last but not least, before we wrap up the video, is the Gigafactory in Indonesia. Now, the Indonesian government have also decided to send some representatives and delegates to Tesla and Tesla vice versa around January of 2021 to discuss the final plans of the Indonesia Gigafactory. Now, the Indonesian government is super hyped and they actually are welcoming this sort of thing because why wouldn't you want a Gigafactory? Like, they don't pollute the area. On top of that, they have a ton of employees, high paid engineers, etc. If you look at, for example, the Shanghai Gigafactory, look at all the insane engineering jobs they created in that area. I mean, it's pretty phenomenal. So I really do feel like the Gigafactory in Indonesia will definitely take off. I think it's a super important thing for Musk to set up because Indonesia right now is showing off that they have the largest reserve of nickel and it's in a very concentrated location. And this is where Tesla could definitely mine this nickel and put it into the 4680 battery cells, which if you guys don't know, nickel makes the lithium ion batteries more dense, thus holds more charge, charges faster, etc. That's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Comment below. Got some pretty crazy analyst downgrades like to $60, $80. I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. I mean, that's an insane drop right there. I could be seeing like a $100, $150 pullback, but then a massive rebound. Thanks for watching and comment below.